Welcome back, you beautiful fucks. It's me, Danny. Today we got a special video. We are looking at figures based off the hit movie Son of Godzilla, everyone's favorite. So we got some Kumonga, Kamacuras, Godzilla 1967 with that beautiful face, and two Minilla figures or Minillas if you're a psychopath and that's how you say it. Punch them in the face. These are some unique figures. Starting off with Minilla. I know this is the Goji Band puppet version, but I just throw him in there anyway because it's based off the same character, so fuck it. Get him over with. Take a look at him. He looks like Play-Doh. He's pretty squishy too. I honestly just got this figure just so I have some form of Minilla representation in my collection without paying a fortune for another version, because not the biggest fan, but it still does the job. Get him out of here. On to the next. We have another Minilla. This is the YMSF Minilla from, it came in a bundle with the Godzilla that we're going to take a look at in a second. And he actually was painted all black. I just went ahead and painted him gray, and it actually came out really good. I'm really happy with what I did there with that one solid color. Some may call me an artist. I'd say nah. Well, nah. But perhaps. But nah. Anyway, it's a good figure. No articulation. Huge ass seam line, but that's okay. This is when he was just born, so he looks just completely terrible. But he's supposed to look that way. So YMSF did a good job. Another good thing that YMSF did is this Godzilla here. This is a fantastic representation of the 67 suit. Some may not like the suit design. I honestly kind of think, I don't know, it's pretty nostalgic because I watched this a lot when I was a kid. Even in Godzilla's Revenge, his suit, it just kind of stuck in my mind, and they did a good job recreating this into a figure form. We just kicked Minilla off the screen. Good. It's one of my favorite figures from YMSF. A little glossy on the black paint, but that's okay. It's not extreme, I guess. You have some gray spots on there too. The paint job's pretty good. Chef's kiss. Mwah. So I didn't have to do any kind of painting on this one though. He came perfect the way it should. I'm about to burp. It's coming up. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Oh my god, I almost choked. Would have been terrible on camera, on microphone. So yeah, the whole point of that little Minilla is designed to kind of sit on Godzilla's tail, kind of like how it was in the movie. So it looks pretty good. It doesn't stay on too well. That's okay though, because it's mainly just for display. It stood on pretty well there, but you can also put it on his back spine a little bit. I like to do that, but that's the one where it definitely doesn't stay that well, but it looks cool. So these figures are great. Again, I'm not the biggest Minilla fan. No offense to the lovers of him out there, but spider. All you arachnophobia people, which used to be me, get ready. We're looking at Kumonga now. This is another YMSF figure. So this figure is great, but I have a story, which is not a good one. So when I got this figure, I was still very new. I just started really seriously collecting, and I had just got into YMSF, like just studying them, or not studying, but like looking into them and figure out how to buy. And at the time, I didn't know like he occasionally will like reissue figures, so I thought this Kumonga was out of print forever. So I did the brilliant, high IQ Danny decision and went on eBay and paid $160 for this one figure. Not only that, I did the same thing for one of my Ebera figures, or Ebera figures. All on one order. I paid $300 something for two YMSF figures that later on in the future were reissued. So yeah. Tell me how I feel now. It's a great figure. I just overpaid the shit out of it. But now I know. YMSF, the Kumonga's pretty common for him to reissue. And same thing with the Ebera, who gives a shit? You know what I mean. Anyway, this figure right here, this is a Marmit Kamacuras. Now, this was a special find. This is like the only one I could find on eBay at the time. And I had no idea about this figure. I had no idea what scale it was. There wasn't too many Kamacuras options out there. Still aren't really. So I saw this, I did my research, and it's, for a Marmit figure, it scales well with 6-inch. So I was like, how could I turn this down? And I didn't. I bought it. He was very pricey. Not as pricey as the YMSF figures, but still pretty pricey. But he's a good figure. It really is. And I'm very happy with it. It doesn't really move at all, no articulation, but it's still a solid piece, and I'm happy to have it, because I know they have like a Final Wars version of Kamacuras that Bandai made a while ago. I prefer the classic Showa design, the red and a little bit of gray and all that, and the big orange eyes. I like that. So as you can see, it scales well. It scales whales. It scrapes scales off whales. No, it scales well with the 6-inch figures. So I'm very happy with it. My only thing is I wish I maybe have 2, but again, for the price, and it's kind of hard to find. I seen recently there were like some green ones. You can get like 3 of them or something on eBay. I don't know if that listing's still up, but I don't want to get them green because they have like blue eyes too, which is weird. So, but Marmit has its own unique designs to their figures. I used to have a Marmit Mugama. What am I fucking saying? Maguma. I'm just making up shit. Anyway, these figures are all great. Again, these are all based off the figures I have from Son of Godzilla. They all get a thumbs up. They're all fantastic. Even the Minillas, give them a thumbs. We're good there. They did good for what they are. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I have an unboxing coming up next week, so stay tuned for that. I have a Halo video coming out tomorrow for some Elite figures, so also stay tuned if you're into Halo. Other than that, I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time.